Okay, day 2 in Dalat. We're hoping for better weather. It's certainly started off nicer, and we've kept the moped so we can go off to have a look at waterfalls, alpine coasters, the clay tunnels. There's a pagoda we want to try and stop off at, as well as some other bits and pieces as we go along. So fingers crossed for better weather, and we'll see if the rest of Dalat is as nuts and as weird as the bits we saw yesterday.
This is the face of a disappointed man yet again. He's trying to get a decent cup of coffee, or what he feels is a decent cup of coffee. Tried to order a normal latte, but it all came with condensed milk, so it was too sweet for him. And so he thought, right, I'll go for an Americano. And got a tiny bit in the bottom. I went for a ginger tea, and that looks lovely. Does it taste good?
Get a free cup of tea.
Does it taste good?
Get a free cup of tea. That's better. Okay, next to moped. Just a quick video in case there's any damage. Anything on the other side? There's a bit of scuffs on the light. Okay, off we go. Jazzy helmets and all. And yet again a Honda. Don't know what this one is. What sort of Honda is it?
Honda Vision.
Honda Vision?
Yeah.
Ah, there you go, Honda Vision. So, off to the waterfall. Parked our trusty little moped at the waterfall parking, and there's no footage of us on the way here because Jan was too scared to film and be on the back, but it was quite busy, but it was fine. It was fine.
Oh yeah, just film, navigate, panic, all at the right time.
Yeah. This is where we are. So there's a combination of waterfalls and zip lines and trails and all sorts. So we're trying to work out where you go to do what. It's all a bit confusing, but we've gone past the high ropes and the zip line, so we're hoping that as you come along here you get to the... Don't want to do the canyoning, but we do want to do the alpine coaster, so we're hoping that that's this way. Soon find out. Behind us there is just if you want to actually walk down to the waterfalls, and we've got to go back where we were before to get the bit to the alpine coaster. And if you get the bit to the alpine coaster, you just pay for that, and you don't then have to pay to enter the park. Come to do, so you come up to the top here and head for the big blue and white awning, and hopefully this is the right bit this time around.
The car in front of them. Everyone had it.
Nails are not that doable.
Slow down.
No hands. See, there's all sorts you can do here, as well as the alpine coaster we did. There's a zip line which comes down, and you can also do canyoning like these guys. Decided to walk up to see Waterfall 1 and 2. I didn't realise how unfit we are.
What altitude are we?
Not a lot. Way to go. Right halfway, so you can pray you're going to make it to the top. Nice view of the top of the one we were just looking at from the bottom. And then I assume just around this corner are number 1 and 2. Hopefully no more climbing. Walls are starting to close in a little. And here another waterfall. More steep climb to go. Bit of a cheat, there's lots of people who've just walked down. They're probably going to walk all the way down and get a alpine coaster back up, I imagine. All a bit Disney here with the flamingos, the tigers, the Indians for some reason, the gorilla. Anyhow, the waterfall is still the most spectacular thing here. Just bought our breakfast fruit from the lady here who gave us a free sample, which did the trick. Tasted it, quite nice. So that's breakfast bought. Spot for breakfast. Whatever it is, we're not quite sure. People hired costumes, and I think there's some who work here and you can pay to do photos, I imagine. Bit bizarre. Bits where you can rent your costume clearly, which is being fitted. Alpine coaster going back up through the trees, so we're just heading down to the bottom to get our free ride back to the top. A bit easier than walking up, even if I have got a bit of a weight on my chest.
Could be boot.
Flattering angle. Come here to the monastery. To do Patreya, you can get a cable car for 150,000 round trip, which is about a fiver, or 120,000 one way, but Google Maps says it's a 5-minute walk, so looks like we're walking.
By the Vietnamese government, and it was to promote, or I don't know, harmonise Buddhism, Zen Buddhism in Vietnam, and it's very beautiful, and it's a place to come and meditate.
It's very peaceful, and there's lots of little bits where you can sit and looking out over the lake or little ponds. So yeah, no, it's a very peaceful place, and it's fairly busy, but it still seems peaceful.
Okay.
And free, but that's fine. Lunch stop on our way to the whatever clay tunnels I think we're on our way to, and yeah, stopped here and just a little restaurant on the side of the road, and look at that view, and we've got a little friend under the table. Been a bit more adventurous than normal. Jan's got com suon trung, which is ribs, rice and egg.
Basically pork chop.
Yeah, and I've got bun bo, which is like a beef noodle soup, and she did tell me I should put some of this, and some of this on it, but I don't think she realises what a wimp I am for spicy things. It's for the clay tunnels, whatever that is, but
It's Khu Duc Literally. Oh, I don't even know.
There you go.
Thai, Ko, Fan, Sao, Dalat.
Okay, I've just driven here. I don't really know where I am or what it's here, so it's going to be a nice surprise. It is all just stuff like this, so Jan's going to have to do lots of pretending to be eaten, or if you come around here, she gets to sit on a hamburger bike. Yeah, of course you are. That's what it's there for. Go on you get.
You sure?
Yeah. About as angelic as she's ever going to get.
Very uncomfortable.
And apparently it's uncomfortable. Okay. Okay, they're little heart of swans and then a tree trunk in the shape of a heart as well. That's the closest she's going to get to driving a moped in Vietnam. On her overgrown Vespa. Oh, what, rather... Why?
Better than a Honda.
What about a Lambretta?
No, I think a Vespa's a bit cooler.
Is it? Okay.
So, what do you think about your mystery tour?
Weird. I don't know, it seems to be what they like here, these kind of Disney-esque.
The locals like a bit of
Well, yeah, I guess.
Instagram posing.
Harmless enough.
Yeah.
It doesn't do any harm. It was entertaining.
I thought it was pretty clever.
Yeah, bits of it were. Bits of it were.
It's a bit of an odd mixture, Dalat. It's got some really lovely sort of old buildings, then it's got brand new apartments, it's got wires that are tied up and wires that are hanging down. We can't quite work out if the houses look more alpine than anything else. Yeah, quirky little place.
So which is straight, so round to the left.
I think so, yeah.
What this place is, we'll have to look it up, I think, because it almost looks like it's part shop, part place of worship. The kind of jade Buddhas are all wrapped in cling film, and then there's bits through there that looks like it's, I don't know, it looks like a shop. Don't know, I'll have to try and work. This one actually is a temple. The previous one was a shop, and then the next one was a restaurant, but looked like it could have been a temple. But usual double take at the fake monks because they look so real. I'm very happy in this real strange mix here. You got kind of big wooden carvings that are quite weird, but then you got traditional kind of gold Buddha statues and yeah, a very strange mix of bits and pieces. Okay, Jan's found yet another weird bit.
Well, I think this is obviously meant to be important because it's got like a plaque thing, but there's all these little Buddhas. So this one's sitting on a tiger aggressively. This one's cheering, shouting for joy maybe. This one's reading. This one's having a walk.
Yeah, bit of a strange mixture.
It looks like it
Not
needs
quite
a good,
sure why. Could do with the dust.
Dust, yeah.
And lots of birds on it. I suppose it is a tree.
So we're in Shaolin Fok Temple. Took quite a bit to get here. It was a bit scary back in time.
It was fine.
But this has got a 49-metre length dragon, and it's meant to have a dragon enclosure that's made from 12,000 beer bottles, which is why I wanted to bring you.
But we haven't found that yet. It's the one thing we haven't seen. We've seen pagodas, weird stuff, but no dragon enclosure made out of beer bottles. Sure. What on earth is in here? Gets weirder and weirder.
Noises are in it going down.
Are there?
Yeah.
It's the exit to something.
Oh.
Goes on and on. Just keeps going and going. We've been wandering around here for 5 minutes. Oh god, that one's oh no, that's just dragon, which is made out of beer bottles. So it curves round, and oh, there's not many with labels left, but there's one. There's another one up here. Yeah, so there you go.
Okay, so here we are in Dalat, in the southern central highlands of Vietnam. It's a quirky little town, I think.
Yeah, it seems to be so far.
It's centred around the lake, which is just behind us, and it's known as the City of Eternal Spring because of its temperate climate. Yeah, it was first colonised by the French in the 1900s, and you can really see the French influence. Though a lot of it looks alpine as well, it almost looks Scandinavian.
Yeah, there's quite a mix. It's quite a mix of architectures, and some of it's old, some of it's brand new. So yeah, a bit of a mix of everything. So.
Well, what's a bit weird as well is that the new buildings that are built like French architecture as well. And so it all matches, which is quite nice, but it is a little bit weird to be in Vietnam and have French architecture.
But I think a theme of the time in Dalat is going to be weird.
It's all weird.
It's all weird.
It's very Instagram. Lots of people in white dresses taking photos. And just going past us is a purple pumpkin being pulled by a horse. So yeah, generally a bit weird for me to see that.